Thanks, Haley. New at 6, school can be an exciting time, but for others, it can be a challenge. As many return back to classes here in the Coachella Valley, there's growing concern about mental health issues among young people. News Channel 3's Luis Avila is live in studio with more on the issue and resources available to help students get through the school year. Luis.
That's right, Karen. Health experts say they're seeing a rise in mental health issues among students, including depression, anxiety, and substance use disorders. Now, it can be difficult for some students to get help, especially with their busy schedules. But one local organization tells me there are ways to manage.
You have to make the time. You have to make the time because your mental health is so important.
According to the CDC, 42% of teens experience persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness. The World Health Organization says 1 in 7 teens will experience a mental health disorder. Jeannie Juarero understands firsthand the effects this can have.
So my daughter had been struggling with some mental health. Eventually, she ended up in mental hospital. I had pulled her out of the school.
For some parents, it can be difficult to guide their children through a mental health crisis.
This was the first time I had ever dealt with this stuff. You feel like you're alone. You feel like, you're the only one going through this.
Stevie Kuhn with 417 Recovery says they're seeing more cases like this as students go back to school.
The start of school, it's also a very exciting time, but it's also a very stressful time for our teens. A lot of our teens is being anxious and fitting in.
Kuhn says there are ways for young people to manage, especially those who have responsibilities in and out of school.
For the teens, the most important factor is just being really aware of how they're feeling, checking in with themselves on a mental health level, making sure that they're keeping up with their hygiene and they're feeling good about themselves, they're exercising, eating healthy.
And adds the most important thing a person can do is reach out for help.
Just by calling is taking the first step.
The first step to improving not just mental health, but other aspects of a person's life.
She said it before, like I'm her best friend, which I never would have thought I would have heard my 14-year-old ever say that.
And the National Alliance of Mental Health says early intervention is key, with 50% of all lifetime mental health illness beginning at age 14. For more information on resources, check out our website, kesq.com. Live in studio, Luis Avila, News Channel 3.
Thanks, Luis. And time for our poll question of the day. Do you think schools are doing enough to combat student mental health challenges? Let your voice be heard by heading to our website, kesq.com.